This tutorial demonstrates how to create PDF documents with bookmarks. Bookmarks are an ever-present table of contents that allow readers of PDF documents to navigate to different locations in those documents easily. This demonstration utilizes MS Word 2007 and Adobe Acrobat Pro version 9. However, the methodology that's demonstrated here applies also to MS Word 2010 when used with Adobe Acrobat Pro version 9 or version 10. The Office of Academic Affairs has published guidelines for creating new academic program proposals. These guidelines contain suggested section headings for the proposal document. Those section headings will be incorporated into the PDF document as bookmarks. Today's demonstration, while using a sample document that is not a proposal, applies to the academic proposal documents. So the methodology described here essentially consists of 4 steps. First, using your word processor, print the completed academic proposal document as a PDF file. This creates the PDF document. Second, using Adobe Acrobat Pro, create bookmarks. Third, also using Adobe Acrobat Pro, modify the initial view settings for the PDF document and save the file with the bookmarks and with those view settings. Fourth, close the file in Adobe Acrobat Pro and reopen it to ensure that on opening the document looks as you expected. Test the bookmarks to ensure they are correctly worded and direct readers to the pages and sections they reference. That's all there is to it. To completely bookmark a lengthy document will, as you'll see, take no time. Now on with the demonstration. So here's my document in Word 2007, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to print it as a PDF. Now you can see my window opened to the PDF printer. However, if it had opened into one of the other printers, I would simply use this drop-down menu to select PDF. No need to change any of the other parameters at this time. Just go ahead and print. Now before the document prints, it'll give you an opportunity to change the file name. And if the Office of Academic Affairs has published any standards for file names, you can change that here if you hadn't already done it during the creation of your Word document. It also gives you an opportunity to say where you'd like to save the file. In my case, I'm going to save it to the desktop, and I'm going to leave the file name as it appears, which is the file name of the Word document, and we'll go ahead and print it. And here's the PDF document as it looks in Adobe Acrobat Pro version 9. Now I'm going to close my Word document because everything we do from here on out is going to be in Adobe Acrobat Pro. Now this is a PDF document. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going up to this icon here, which is the bookmarks icon. I'll click it, and it opens the bookmarks sidebar. This is where the bookmarks will go. Now these gears represent the bookmarks options. Opening it, you can see there's an option for a new bookmark, and there's also a Control-B keyboard combination, which will also create a new bookmark. So why don't we go ahead and create a new bookmark? And there it is. It's untitled, it has no reference, no name, and what I can do is I can simply type in something like cover page, and there's my bookmark. I can do it another way by pressing Control-B on my keyboard and creating the bookmark that way. There's another way to create it. Let me delete these. Simply highlight something on the page, in this case the title, and press Ctrl B. There's the bookmark with the title of the document in it. Now, as I go down the document and I want to create other bookmarks, let's say I want to create this as an entry, the record of changes, simply highlight it, press Ctrl B, there's another bookmark. Table of contents, Ctrl B, table of figures, Ctrl B. So here you see in the space of less than a minute, I've created 4 different bookmarks. And if I click on the first one, I'll go back to the cover page. And here's the table of figures. Now the next heading in the document is part of the main section, and it's the introduction section labeled 1. Here I'll hit Ctrl B, create it. Now this section has subsections. If your document has subsections and you want to create bookmarks for those subsections, you can do so. Simply highlight them and press Ctrl B. You may want to incorporate these subsections underneath the main section of the document. To do so, simply grab it, press your left mouse button, and put it underneath the previous bookmark. You see the little twisty gets indented, and there we are. It's situated underneath and indented to the primary bookmark. Now, if I keep that secondary bookmark highlighted, and I go down to another secondary bookmark, press Ctrl B, it falls right in place. So you can see it's fairly easy to create these bookmarks. And here's an instance where I'm selecting more than I want to inadvertently. But even at that, all I have to do is to remove that extraneous information, and there's a bookmark. Now, if I go down to the next main section, section 2, I'll leave these other subsidiary sections alone for the moment, and I'll highlight this section. Well, that's a main section. Oh, I've got some extraneous material here, so I'll take that out. But I really want it not indented under section 1, but I want it as its separate main section. So I'll bring it up here, drag it with my mouse, having pressed the left mouse button, and it gets outdented, if I can use that word. So now, if I close the subsidiary sections, we have the bookmarks nicely arranged. Now let me go down to the last section that I want to bookmark. Section 3. It's in the appendices. Highlight it. Again, Control B. Well, it didn't really come out in the place I wanted it to come out, so I'll just grab it, having clicked the left mouse button, and bring it underneath section 2. And there are all of our bookmarks. Now, there's one last thing we have to do before we can finish our bookmark creation. Go up to File, go to Properties, and if it doesn't open in the Initial View tab, go to the Initial View. In the Navigation tab box, where it says Page Only, change that to Bookmarks Panel and Page. For Page Layout, change it to Single Page. For magnification, change it to Fit Page. I like to also indicate and check the Center Window on Screen box. By setting these parameters, we tell Adobe Acrobat how to open the PDF file, what it will look like when it's initially opened. So when it's initially opened, we'll have the bookmarks panel and the page. We'll have a single page orientation, and we'll fit the entire page in the window. And further, we'll center the window on the desktop. So let's click that OK. Let's go back to the beginning, and let's save the PDF. I'm going to save it to my desktop. I had created the same file before, but I'll save it and overwrite it. And then I'll close this file to test and make sure that what I had created is accurate. And I'll open the file again. And it moved to the middle of my screen, but let me move it in the window here. And you can see it opened up with the full page displayed and with the bookmarks as we had created them. So the bookmarks now seem to be okay. And so this is the file that we can submit to the Office of Academic Affairs that will ultimately be read by the trustees. This concludes today's demonstration.